Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the fiscal year 2024 secondary education, two-year post-secondary education, and agriculture in the K through 12 classroom challenge grants program, also known as SPECA. My name is Christopher Green. I am a recent national program leader to the Division of Community and Education in IYFC. I'm joined by Donna Hyatt, our program specialist for this program, and we are about to begin. Starting off, we have the non-discrimination statement. So in accordance with federal civil rights law and U.S. Department of Agriculture civil rights regulations and policies, the USDA, its agencies, offices, and employees and institutions participating in or administering USDA programs are prohibited from discriminating based on race, color, national origin, religion, sex, gender identity, including gender expression, sexual orientation, disability, age, marital status, family parental status, income derived from a public assistance program, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activities in any program activity conducted or funded by USDA. Remedies and complaint filing deadlines vary by program or incident. And below, you can find the information of who to reach out to if you feel as though you've been discriminated against during this webinar, or during your time at NIFA. So we're here for the SPECA program, and the request for applications is currently out and ready to receive everyone's applications. Through the slides, you can follow this link to get to the RFA. The applications are due at 5 p.m. on Friday, March 8th, 2024. That's Eastern Standard Time, and they're going to be submitted through grants.gov. The SPECA total funding in fiscal year 2024 is $900,000. The maximum funding per award, we have two different types of awards that can be applied to. We have regular projects, which have a ceiling of $50,000, and we have collaboration projects, which are a ceiling of $150,000. And the funds will be split between the two types of projects when we're making awards. The program code is SPECA, S-P-E-C-A. So at NIFA, we cover a very large array of programs and projects and topics. This is from, we have animal breeding, animal health, aquaculture, to natural resources such as grasslands and rangelands, food and national nutrition security, and global engagement. On this slide shows our NIFA pipeline and through our education and MSI grants. NIFA administers about 25 education and capacity building programs with about $225 million in annual appropriations. Our goals through the education and MSI grants programs are workforce development, learning and engagement, capacity building for eligible MSIs and NLGCAs. This depiction next to, this is the NIFA pipeline. So starting at the top, you either go through minority serving institutions, or when you go to the right, through the K through 12 portfolio, which is where SPECA is housed. So this is to expose students to more agricultural research and to take them into a 2-year, 4-year master's program, doctoral and postdoctoral program, just to support the next generation of ag scientists. So who are we here at NIFA? We are the lead federal agency providing extramural funding for food and agricultural sciences. We were restructured through the Food Conservation and Energy Act of 2008. Restructured, our mission is agricultural research, education, and extension. And our vision is to catalyze transformative discoveries, education, and engagement to address agricultural challenges. So through discovery, translation, innovation to solution. So now we're going to go into the program guidance specifically for the SPECA program. The SPECA purpose and priorities is to enhance curricula in agricultural education, increase faculty teaching competencies, spark interest in young people to pursue higher education in order to prepare for scientific and professional careers in the food and agricultural sciences, promote the incorporation of agriscience and agribusiness subject matter into other instructional programs, particularly classes in science, business, and consumer education, facilitate interaction with other academic institutions to maximize the development and use of resources such as faculty, facilities, and equipment to improve agri-science and agribusiness education. We also support other initiatives designed to meet local, state, regional, or national needs related to promoting excellence in agri-science and agribusiness education. And we also support current agriculture in the classroom programs from grades K through 12. So for a project focus within the SPECA program, we're asking that each project must support academic instruction with a primary focus in at least one of the following 3 K through 14 grade levels. So this translates to ag in the K through 12 classroom, secondary school grades 9 through 12, or junior community colleges with a 2-year associate's degree. Project types, as I stated before, we have regular projects up to $50,000 in total, not per year. The applicant executes the project, no requirement of sharing grant funds. The collaborative projects are up to $150,000 total. This is the applicant plus at least one or more partners, and they must share the grant funds with their partner. The project durations for either of these project types are 24 to 36 months, and there is not a matching requirement. Eligible entities for this program are public secondary schools, public or private nonprofit junior and community colleges, institutions of higher education, and nonprofit organizations. In regards to duplicate or multiple submissions are not allowed. NIFA will disqualify both applications if an applicant submits duplicate or multiple submissions. But also if a duplicate is submitted, please reach out to us and let us know which one you would like to keep. So how to apply to the SPECA program? You will first, we are consulting the request for applications. SPECA, the RFA is available at the following link. Proposals must be submitted via grants.gov by Friday, March 8th at 5 p.m. So they are going to be submitted through grants.gov. NIFA only accepts electronic submissions of applications. Through the following link, you can look at the grants application guide. Application documents must be in portable document format to be accepted by NIFA, including your narrative and budget justifications. Please do not use third-party PDF builders. NIFA does not assume responsibility for documents not coming through on grants.gov. So applying for NIFA grants, please confirm that your organization is registered with grants.gov and the System for Award Management, also known as SAM. Getting these credentials may take a few months, so please make sure to make sure your institution has those credentials. Following the application instructions and submission requirements in the RFA and NIFA grants.gov application guide, to be considered for funding, all required forms must be submitted as part of a complete application package. Your application will not be considered if all required forms are not submitted together. And to help, we have the Grant Support Technical Assistance Workshop from 2023. So to get the documentation, you're going to go to grants.gov and select package. The NIFA grant application guide is available through the following link. You can download the instructions and make sure that your application is submitted on time. Within the application, we require quite a few documents. So we need the cover sheet, the project performance site locations, the R&R other information form, which includes your project summary, project narrative. Resubmissions must include a response to previous reviews, collaborative arrangements, expected outcomes, biographical sketch, the R&R senior key personnel, the budget, the data management plan, supplemental information form. And new to the RFA this year is we are asking for mentoring plans. Within the project narrative, we're asking for 10 single-spaced pages limit, 10 single-spaced pages. The limit is 10 pages, but you also do get an extra page if you are resubmitting for your response to reviews. Potential for advancing the quality of education is within the project narrative, proposed approach and cooperative linkages, institutional capability and capacity building, budget and cost effectiveness. The proposal evaluation process, we're going to run through the process we use here at NIFA because it differs from other agencies. Within our evaluation criteria is the potential for advancing quality of education, significance of the problem, proposed approach and cooperative linkages, the project relevance, the institutional capability and capacity building, the key personnel, and the budget and cost effectiveness. So how are proposals reviewed? Successful proposals, they excite the reviewers. They are easy to read and understand. They tell a story of why it is important to the community. They have a clear rationale and objectives that fit program priorities. There is a clear budget, budget justification and goals, address potential pitfalls, including shortcomings and alternative plans. And if you're looking for general grant writing tips for success, for how our process is at NIFA, please through the slides, use the following link. So reasons for lower ratings, the project is of little or no relevance to the NIFA mission or the program priorities in SPECA. It could be poorly written with unclear objectives or hypothesis, spelling errors or typos. We're looking for detail within your applications of why this would be important and useful within our program purpose and priorities. It could be non-innovative with little or new information gained, or unfortunately, sometimes it's just not as exciting as other proposals that get ranked, and we have a funding line. So this is our timeline of competitive programs. So right now we're in the 1 to 2 month stage with the RFA being open and ready to accept applications. So once again, reiterating that this is closing on March 8th, 2024 on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After you submit your proposal, it will be under peer review for the next 2 to 3 months, and you will then be notified of a award decision. On average, a competitive proposal takes about 3 to 5 months from proposal due date to an award being made to an institution. We will keep you updated as much as possible, but please be patient with us. And some other important NIFA resources. To find out about NIFA webinar events, please use the following link to our calendar. It shows when RFAs are being released. You can find funding opportunities at the following links: upcoming RFA calendar and our competitive grants flowchart. Our application resources, so we have NIFA grant resources, how to submit a grant, and more information on awarded grants. Also, past awarded SPECA awards are on our website and the program page. One of our last slides, if you are not submitting this year, or if you want to be a peer reviewer for NIFA, please use the following link and sign up through PRS, our peer review system. We're always looking for panelists. It's also very useful within your application writing, just to see how we do things at NIFA and how our panels take place and what panelists are looking for sometimes. So you'll be put into a directory after you submit your information, and if a national program leader like myself is putting together a panel, they may reach out to you for your expertise. If you have any questions after this session, please feel free to contact myself or Donna Hyatt to have any of your questions answered, and all of our information is at the bottom of this slide. If you'd also like more information on the NIFA pipeline, there's a link at the bottom of this image to show you where to go.